Okay, here we are again. And I don't know, Chubby is probably on his way over. Oh, here he comes. But come on. He's mad at me anyway. Oh, I had to start trimming his fur. It just was getting way too long. Look at this guy. Look at him. Like that nose? Isn't that a nice little nose he's got? He was getting awful shaggy. His ears were too long. Everything was getting too long. So, yeah. Poor little dog. So misunderstood, aren't you? Huh? Yeah. Well, oh, come on. Anyhow, what are you going to do? Now you going to go to sleep on me? Oh, jeez. Well, you might have seen on my... Well, if you haven't seen it, go back and take a look at my video where we were out shooting and testing the Martini Henry for the first time and the Carcano carbine, the Italian one, for the first time, and also my Rock Island Arsenal 45 that I put the compensator on. I used that for the first time as well. Yeah, I've reduced some recoil, but yeah, it's still at a pretty good kick. But there's only one little problem shooting that Martini Henry. Boy, did that thing hit. That thing has 85 grains of black powder. And the slug, that's a 480 grain slug coming out of that, that Martini Henry. And then on top of that, I had to shoot it on this shoulder, but I forgot about this shoulder. The problem with this one is I had a car accident back in '81, and when my collarbone joined, it made a calcified knot here. So when I'm putting the butt plate up against there, the problem is I've got a gap in there. And, well, I'll show you what happens when you have a gap there. I get one heck of a bruise. Oh yeah, by the way, the boobs are from my medication I've been on. They're getting bigger lately. I don't know why. Something with medication. Hey, it's starting to thin out a bit now. It was really dark the other day. I mean, we went out and shot 5 days ago, so. But, oh yeah, it's something else. So, yeah, at least we did find out that thing will shoot. There were nothing loosened up on it at all. Everything was still tight on it. Didn't have a problem with it. The only reason I didn't go out and shoot the 1878 Martini Henry I had is because when you lock the shell down and pull that lever, not all the time, but sometimes when you pull the lever back, you could hear a click, and what it would do, it would actually pull the trigger. So I have to go in and figure out why that doesn't, why it's like that. And it is, I found out, there is an adjustment inside for that trigger. You have to open the top up and then take a look down, and it's like a screw adjustment. So I'll have to do that with it. But then I can go fire that one too. And got to figure that one's even older. That's made 1878. The one I fired was made 1887. The only thing I can say about shooting as opposed to working on electronic projects, the electronic projects don't kick you like a mule like that did. You can get electrocuted sometimes, although with fooling around with electricity, but other than that, I don't know. Oh, then the other thing I was going to do today, I remembered I bought that 24 volt power supply I was going to use on the other Arc 5, and also use it on the for the dynamotor, for the power for that. But I never tested it out. I never even hooked it to power. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to hook it up and I've got my meter set up. Let's see, maybe down a little closer here. Woo! You guys can see it. And when I turn this on, if it's like the other one, I got it through my Variac, but I've got full power anyway. So I turn it on, a green light should show up right here. And then we should get, yep, we're getting a beep, 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 beep. And it's 24.29 DC volts. That's what it is. That's all this is. These are all the DC volts. There's like 3 different spots there where you can get it same DC voltage. And this was made in China, and it's pretty cheap. A lot cheaper. You can go out and buy parts. I'll tell you that much. This is like the second one I have. I have another one over in the corner for the other one. It's exactly the same type, no difference at all. And this has got a cooling fan in it. It's right back in there, and it runs continuously while you have the 24 volts on. So looks like we're all set up on that one, so I can start playing around with those too on top of the other projects I've got going. But at least these won't go ahead and cause bruises. That's all I can say. So anyhow, you saw it here first. That one works fine, and we'll talk to you guys later.